Oklahoma National Guard, Chaplain Davies Vanpool, will share some words on behalf of the Chaplain Corps. Sir.
Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for coming. This is a huge deal, and you may not realize how big this is. So there's 340 million people in the United States of America. Less than 0.4% of those actually serve in the Army. That's Guard, Reserve, and Active Duty. And of those, an equal amount of number are actually Army chaplains. That means out of 340 million people, there are about 2,000 Army chaplains. So 0.0007% of the population wears this uniform with a cross or another religious insignia. As you well know, excuse my language here, it's a pain in the butt to get through the paperwork process. And it's not Lieutenant Young's fault, it's just the Army and how they do things. And it really is difficult. And there is a large amount of people that start down this path that get frustrated in it. And even though they know they're doing what God called them to do, they back out of it because there's just speed bumps along the way. So thank you for what you do, Lieutenant Young, and thank you for being true to what God called you to do. So the importance of the Army chaplain, and I'll be quick on this. You're God's guidance and direction to your unit. You're going to have commanders that you can see the stress of the battlefield or the hurricane or the ice storm or the government shutdown on their shoulders. And they're going to look to you for a kind word and a word from the Lord and a kind prayer. Now there's a lot of chaplains out there, Scott, that will quote movies and books. But I just remind you, when you pin that cross on, you have the distinct privilege of letting them know what God's word says. And we can never take that for granted. You're also going to have those soldiers come in. Maybe they're having problems at home. Maybe they're having personal problems. And they just need somebody to talk to. They don't really need anybody to cure the world's problems for them. They just need to know that another human being cares. And the chaplain is that listening ear. Now, by all means, if they ask for your advice, you got to grant it. Especially if they ask you about their relationship with the Lord. And if Scott and I share a faith group, I know that he'll be unashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ and say, listen, I can't cure all your problems, but I sure know someone who can. And then we go down that route. And then finally, as we are in a pluralistic army, you're going to be the chaplain to people that are not Christians or don't belong to any faith group at all. But they're still going to come knock on your door because they need somebody to care about them. They need somebody to love about them. And Scott, from what I know about you and what your friends say about you, you're going to be an awesome, awesome Army chaplain. And I think